Hey Internet, it's me. So tonight, Final Destination 5.
Ooh.
Right off the bat, definitely my favorite one.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, by far.
Good.
I have to say too, all the stuff we've brought up in the other 4 movies, I feel like they addressed here. Like, it was only the one flashback, there wasn't extras, and right off the bat, they didn't know the order thing, and it took him a while to figure that out, and then he didn't, like, it took him another bit to remember the actual order they went in. Tony Todd was back and played a bigger role, which I fucking loved. Way less CG. Things looked a lot more real and in screen, and that was cool. And I liked that they changed up the formula, too, by having... First of all, they had someone who lived in the original thing, too. So that was like a monkey wrench in the system. But then also the whole, if you take a life, you get that life, and it evens out your death. So, like, they changed up the formula to make it fresh and fun, but it still had all the same, like, gruesome, graphic deaths and the elaborate stuff. Like, that was exactly what I wanted. What'd you think?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I love the movie.
That was... Plus, the ending...
Where they bring it back to the first movie?
Because earlier in the movie, when he got the gift card for the massage parlor, I remember it said it expired 6/30/01. I'm like, oh, so this is, like, set back. And, like, I remember noticing that and thinking it was odd that it was set in the past, but it never even registered with me that that time skip would mean something. So the ending still completely caught me off guard.
That's what I was waiting for, because this was the movie that I had seen, and I remembered that it connected back to the first. So I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, I want to scream it out, but I can't.
And the whole time, they're setting it up to... They mentioned Paris 100 times.
Yes.
Like, you know it's coming.
You know what they do? In the first movie, people dressed in that time period. In this movie, they dressed modern, but everything else around it was kind of like an Easter egg hinting at, like, the vehicles were all of that era, the cell phones and everything, so it was...
That's true, they had, like,
it was
the older
hinted at, but they
Nokia
didn't
phones.
scream it out to make it obvious.
Yeah, completely caught me off guard.
Yeah, I love it.
Did not see it coming.
Love it.
And then even at the end where it came back around, where the guy was in the bar, and then the wheel came in, like... Because, like, they lingered on the explosion for a while, I'm like, we all know what happens. We know they don't live. Why are they taking so long in this scene? And then that's why, because the wheel flies off, cut to the guy in the bar, and then boom. It just... Oh man, that was the perfect way to... I was going to say the ending for the franchise, but I'm pretty sure they announced that they're making a 6. But, yeah, that was... was excellent.
They showed there was the guy getting sucked out of the jet. That was in the first movie.
Yep.
And I think even, what's her name, Molly, the blonde, getting sucked out and being held on for a second, I think that was in the first movie too.
Yeah.
So they actually just gave that person a character. It was great. I love it.
And I love too, like, in the bar, they tied in the race car from the last movie.
Olivia, when she was cleaning out, when she was leaving to go get the laser eye surgery, they showed on her desk, she was looking at the picture of the roller coaster, which was the same roller coaster.
I saw that.
Movie.
The coaster. And a lot of, like, the beer is the same beer from that truck we've seen multiple times. What was the name of the construction company there?
Taggart.
Taggart
Theaters,
it's the letters
the same
of Target,
construction.
but swapped. But yeah. So, like, they keep having all these in-universe Easter eggs, and I love it.
It's fun.
Like, even with the movies that weren't great, they just consistently tie this all in. Like, it was really... This is a very fun franchise.
It goes back to being fun after not being fun for a second.
Yeah. So, I don't know what else to say, but this was definitely my favorite one.
Oh, yeah. I would put 5 and 1 on the same pedestal as being my 2 favorites because they coincide so well together.
Yeah.
And then 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
In that order.
Really? The amusement park one's not higher for you?
No. It's okay.
But yeah, so... I think... I'm going to go a little higher than the original. I'm going to go 8.5. I really dug this movie. Like, it checked all the boxes for me. It did exactly what I wanted it to. It was just a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
I loved the little red herring with the screw on that first death there. They eventually used it, so it wasn't really a red herring.
Right.
But they teased it for so long.
And then when she gets
off, she was away from it.
Right.
Like, yeah, it just... They had a lot of fun with this one.
Oh, yeah.
And it translated well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about you? Where are you putting it?
Oh, I'm at the same. I think I'm putting it. Did I put the
You
first
put
one at an
8.
8 or a 9?
8 was the first
Yeah,
one.
I'll stick with the same. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a 9.
That was just a really fun movie.
This is a fun movie, yeah.
And now we're done with Final Destination. So the next movie we watch will not be that. It will be a different formula entirely.
We're going to watch Signs every day for the rest of the marathon.
We're not. That is not on the list at all, in fact. For good reason. It's terrible. You've seen No One Will Save You. You don't need Signs anymore. You have a better alien movie.
Signs is still great.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.